Welcome to another modern house tutorial. This one's medium sized with a nice pool and a really nice entrance. So make sure you pay attention and you'll be finishing this one in around 15 minutes. So without further ado, let's jump in. So in order to start building this house, we're going to start building with our white concrete. So with the white concrete, what we want to do is near the front of the house, we want to start by placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks in a straight line. Then we're going to count over 2 blocks like this, and then we're going to do 10 blocks again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have 10 blocks right here. We're going to start from here and we're going to count over an additional 13 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For a total of 14 blocks from here to here. The next step is to once again build across. We're going to add 9 blocks for a total of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that should be the same length there. So the next step for us is to actually start here and count inwards 1 and place 2 wooden blocks. And then what we're going to do is fill this area in with wood all the way until the end. And then now around the edges, we're going to place quartz blocks just like this, placing them along the top all the way around the edges of the white concrete blocks that we literally just placed. Fairly simple so far. And there we go. Okay, so now that that's done, we now have the next step. The next step is this area in the middle here. We need to fill this in with white concrete. So we're going to start by building across here our white concrete, and this, if you've done it right, this should all level up perfectly. And now we're going to lay out the area for the pool. So rather than filling this in and digging an area out, what we're going to do is we're going to count out the area now. So we're going to build around this area right now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then as you guys can see, if we build around that area, this is going to be the pool area right there. So you can build your pool larger or smaller if you want to, but I would just recommend what I've just done right there. So now the rest of the area just needs to get filled in with the white concrete. The surrounding areas are going to be beach chairs, but what we currently need to do is fill this area in with water. So we're going to be doing that now. Of course, just going along the edges, and now our pool is complete. But of course, the bottom bit needs to be filled in with quartz, so we're going to do that also, like this. So there we go. There we go. Probably should have done this first, but it doesn't matter because either way it's going to get done. So there we go. Awesome stuff. So now that that's done, we're now going to need some wooden slabs because we're going to be building the beach chairs. So in order to do that, we're going to start by building one beach chair right here. So we're going to place one slab and followed by stairs, then a slab followed by stairs, and a slab followed by stairs again. So that's that area done. Now the next step for us is to build up into the house. So in order to do that, we're going to build wooden blocks right here, and then we're going to place our stairs, and then behind them we're going to place another wooden blocks, and then we're going to build our second layer of stairs, more wooden blocks, a third layer of stairs, more wooden blocks, and a fourth layer of stairs for the fourth and final layer of stairs. We're now going to come over to this corner point here, and we're going to use our grey concrete to build up we're going to build up first 1 block, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 for a total of 8 blocks. We're then going to do the same, but first what we're going to do is we're going to count over 2, and then we're going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to join this up at the top like that, as you guys can see. So now what we're going to do is over here, we're going to also build this up. We're going to build up another pillar to the same exact height as this one, and I'm going to build this up to the same exact height as this one. So now this is what your house should look like. What we're going to focus on now is this row over here. So we're going to take our wood and we're going to build a layer across the ground all the way across until this point right here. And then we're going to focus on building the front part of this house. So all we need to do now is we need to get ourselves our wood and count across 2, and then leave a gap for 2 for the doors. Then build across 1, and then build across all the way on the bottom like that. So in total, there should only be 2 here and then a gap of 2 for the doors. So now, over here, we're going to build up by 2. And then here, we're going to build up by 2. And then here, we're going to build up by 2. And then now all we need to do is add a roof here and add stairs right here for the doors. So that's the bottom bit. And all we got to do here is place some glass blocks like that. And so our bottom area is now done if we just add our doors. So if we add our doors like this, that is now completed. So the bottom area of the house is now completed, slash the bottom half. Don't tell me you fucked it. Don't tell me you fucked it. Oh no, I didn't fuck it. I think I did, but it doesn't matter. So now the bottom area of this house is complete, slash the bottom half. What we need to do is remove the door from our inventory, get ourselves some jungle leaves, and place them right here. 3 blocks, like so. The next thing for us to do is to use our white concrete and place it along this top layer here, just like that. And the next thing for us to do is extend this out by 1, just like this. And then extend it out on this side by 1 also. So if we now come over to this point right here, we extend this out by 2 blocks, 1, 2. We also want to go over to this point right here and then extend this out by 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So now if we use the bottom bit as guidance, we can then extend this out all the way across until this point right here, like that. And I'm going to extend this out all the way to the same part again. So for now, what we want to do is add wood here, 3 blocks, and then we're going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4. Build up wood blocks, count over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then build up wood blocks. So now we're going to fill in the area of black glass, and then once again, there we go. So that's what your house should look like so far. But now we're going to continue by adding our white concrete, extending out all the way until this point, and then just extending it out 1 block further. If we look across here and then we once again build our white concrete on the edge here, this is what the front of the house should look like. So now that you've built the front of the house, the rest of the tutorial should be really easy, because what we're going to be building, it's simply an extension of the front of the house. So if we come over to this point right here, we're going to extend this out by 7 blocks. Now for the rest of the house, this is going to be super awesome. So all we got to do is come here and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks. In total for 12 blocks. So for now, what we're going to do is the same thing at the front that we just did. We're going to build up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, yeah, and now 8. So in total, this should be 8 blocks tall. We're then going to count over 2 blocks. No, yep. And then we're going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to build the same structure at the front, which is exactly the same as the structure I'm building now. And so now all we need to do is we need to fill in this area right here as a big grey concrete wall. And we're going to do that now. Okay, so now that that's done, what we're going to do is we are going to quickly just remove this because this is a small mistake, but no matter, because the rest of the tutorial is very, very simple to build. Okay, in order to finish this build, the rest of the tutorial is actually relatively easy. So the first thing we're going to do in order to make this much easier is we're going to start by over here, placing a wooden block, and then from here all the way across until the edge of this part right here, we're going to make sure there are wood blocks, and I'm going to continue this all the way until this point right here. Now in this middle area all over here, what we want to do is we want to fill it in with wooden blocks. So I'm going to do that now. So now that that's all filled in with wood, what we now want to do is we want to do the back wall. So in order for us to do the back wall, the entire back wall here is just wood. So we want to build up 1, 2, 3, and then we just want to continue doing that all the way around the edge until we reach this point right here. And then what we want to do is we want to also do the 3 blocks of wood until that point right there. Now that we've done that, as you guys can see, what we now need to do is we need to add ourselves our white concrete. So we're going to use the white concrete here. We're going to extend this out like that, and then we're going to take the white concrete once again. I'm going to extend it out all the way along the back here until it extends past this point here. We're now going to connect this up like that. There we go. And then, as you guys can see right here, we're now going to use the white concrete once again to build a wall on this side and a wall on this side. So in order to do that, when we come to this corner point, we're going to build up by 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. And then this wall right here, we're going to add the white concrete like that. There we go. So now that we've done that, what we now need to do is we need to once again start from here, and we need to extend this out all the way until this point right here. And then we're going to extend this out across here also. So now that that is done, 95% of the house is pretty much done, considering all we have to do is add this roof and add the middle floor. In order for us to complete this house, I'm firstly going to add the roof, which is simply comprised 100% of white concrete. So all of here should be filled up with white concrete, which I'm going to do now. So as you can see, now that that's done, if we go back to here, I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for the final window. And then using our grey concrete, we're going to count all the way back over here like that. And then we're going to do the same along here. And then we're going to do the same along here just like that. So there we go. Now that that's done, the last step for us to do is add the floor in the middle of the house. So as you can see right now, things are looking a bit weird, but we're going to fix that with adding the wood. So we're going to start in this corner, bringing the wood all the way over to this block right here. Well, just before this block. And we're going to continue doing this all the way. So we're going to continue doing this. And we don't want to place anything right here because this is where the grey pillar is going to be. But when we come to this point right here, we can add all of the wood. And then we're going to do the same over here. We're going to continuously add wood like that. And we're going to continuously add wood as well over here. We're going to continuously add wood like this. And then we're going to continuously add wood. Continuously. And then we're going to continuously add wood like this also. Oh my god, okay. Add wood there. And then we're going to continuously add wood along here. And of course, we should add wood right underneath these parts, or else the house will look very bad. So make sure you add wood here. And then we're going to add wood finally here. So now that that is done, all we need to do now is add our grey concrete pillar just right here for the final touches. And we're going to build this all the way up until the roof of the house, just like that. So as you can see. And then of course right here, what we need to do is place ourselves a white concrete and then our black stained glass in the middle. So there it is. That is the final house. As you can see, you can easily enter it from the bottom like this. Of course, you've got a nice area in here. And if you want to go upstairs, you just come around and you've got all this lovely space. I really like this house considering it has a pool, 3 sunbeds, a nice area, and it's got a pretty unique design. So if you did enjoy this house, don't forget to leave a like. Do not forget to subscribe. If you want more builds and tutorials, be sure to subscribe to the channel because every other day I will be posting new original house tutorials. So make sure you subscribe, leave a comment down below letting me